Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. So today we are not going to be really doing any drawing per se, but we are going to be playing a kind of like an art game. So right here, I actually have an app open and it's called Pixquare Colors. And if Pixquare sounds familiar to you guys, Pixquare is actually the app that I've been using on my iPad to do pixel art recently. And if you're interested, you can check out any of the other videos or just check out Pixquare in general if you're interested in making any kind of pixel art of any sort. The creators of Pixquare have made this wonderful app that's meant for like relaxation, recharging, kind of like casual, almost like a paint by numbers-esque kind of game, but it's focused on pixel art. All the art on here is also made by real creators, no AI, there's no ads on this app, no subscriptions or anything like that. It's just a one-time purchase, which I think is great. Kind of to talk more about it, it has like a bunch of different creators who submitted their art to be in this lovely app. So what you can do is that you can actually pick some of these lovely art. Let's take this really sad looking slime to give you an example. And you can see that it gives you like a color palette, and you can actually change the color palette if you wish, but I think 13 is actually quite nice. You can hit start. So this is kind of what the image looks like when you open it. But as you zoom in, you see that you're able to see your little numbers. So right down here is the current color that you're working on. And if you click on it, it shows you all the numbers you need to fill in. So we can go ahead with our pencil and start to fill them in. And you can see like the little numbers popping up that are giving you points. Because this is a game, it's kind of like a fun way to gamify doing paint by numbers in a way. And you have like little spells on the side which help you color in the piece. So my favorite to use might be not as beneficial right now since I can see a lot of the colors that I want to fill in, but this allows you to kind of like target the areas. So if you get lost or you can't find any more, or you have like that one remaining pixel, you can hit this button and it will show you where your remaining last one or a bunch of them might be located at. And the more points you get racks up your score. Squares that you fill in also fill up your little bar right here. So this is like your, just like your magic points. So right now my magic is at 100, but if I use a spell, you can see it depletes. But the more we fill in, kind of racks up my magic once more. So the more squares you fill in, you'll keep a nice healthy bar that you can continuously use more and more spells. So this is how our little slime guy is looking so far. You can also pop out a little kind of viewfinder. I do like having this because I find it fun to watch the piece slowly come to life because it fills in live as you start to fill in colors. So I've actually been using this every so often to take breaks from when I'm doing drawing, or if I'm waiting for an email to roll in, or I just want to pass a bit of time and give my brain a break a little bit, because this is very much like, doesn't require too much thinking, just requires you to fill in the colors. There are a bunch of different options you have though. So if you go into your settings, you can actually do a relaxing mode as well. So if you turn this on, you can just paint without having to worry about the score, and you can kind of go at your own pace. You don't have to worry about combos to increase your score, and you know, just take your time and relax. But I think this is also a great way if you just enjoy pixel art or like viewing pixel art, because there's some really cool drawings and illustrations on here. And if you zoom in on these drawings and illustrations, you can actually kind of see how they're made up, if that makes sense. Like made up of certain colors, creating certain shapes. The color choices that some of the artists use, I think, is also very interesting. But I really like the interface for this. It's very clean feeling. So this is where the current projects that I've been working on are located. So I did finish 3 over the last few days. So I had this one of the crystal ball, which I think was very fun to do. You can also generate the time lapse. So I'm assuming the time lapse shows you your progress of how you filled in the objects, which I think looks very cool, very neat. A little bit sporadic because of the spells, which I find very cool. While you're working on it, you get a really good glimpse of how some people do like the different colors, the shapes for the pixel art. So I think that's like an added bonus. You can also import your own drawings. So I went back into Pixquare to basically save some of my drawings to see how they would look in this app. So I do have this one of Casterus that I drew a little while ago on Pixquare. So if we go back to home and you hit import, you can see the ones that I've already imported here, but we can import a little bit more. You go to photos. Let's say we want to upload this one. So this is 300 by 300. It is a smidge too big in my opinion. So we can change the pixel size to be a little bit smaller. I actually think 100. I think it actually looks okay. 100's a good size, I think, for like a smaller little project. So the colors are all laid out here. You can also change the amount of colors you want present, so you can knock them down so that you have less and less colors present in the piece. Obviously, you'll change the color palette and the drawing overall, but if you want less colors so that it's a little bit less daunting, you can definitely do that. I'm going to keep it as the original count. I'm going to hit start, and we're starting off with our light blue. I'm just going to pull up our little viewfinder here. Like I mentioned, I have random spells turned on. So occasionally I have like these little squares already pre-filled in as I'm working. You can turn random spells off though in your settings. But I think this is also a fun way to revisit your own art if you wish to make them into pixel art. Let's try one of like, wait a second. I realize I have projects in here I can't show you. I did do an illustration of Selwyn recently. So this is kind of what he looks like, but we can also lower the amount of pixels until he's really crunchy. Or we can go up until, I feel like this will have so many colors, about 50 maybe I'll go. So I'll click on this, 64 colors, so it's quite a bit, but I don't mind. We can also just color him in as well. Oh, you also can change your volumes here if you want to, but there's a freestyle mode. So freestyle mode allows you to color freely. So even though we have all these like squares and stuff, you can definitely just color as you please if you wish not to do it. Maybe you want to just color everything with this pink color that's like 37 instead. There's also an eraser tool, so you can get rid of these if you wish. So let's go back. I'm gonna turn freestyle mode off because I actually like being able to just fill in the colors that I want to. I'm also gonna turn off our relaxing mode. If you have like other devices, you can do cloud sync as well, which I think is very neat. And there's grayscale preview. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna do this one instead, just for a little bit to show you guys, because this does take quite a bit of time. But I think it's kind of fun if you wish to, you know, spend some time to relax. It did take me a long time. Whoa! I think it's because I used the eraser actually. But I think it's kind of neat, like watching the pixel art kind of come to life. And I do like that you can just fill like this. It would drive me up and like up the wall a little bit if you had to tap each individual one, but I feel like maybe it's good for ASMR. But yeah, if you guys are interested in checking out Pixquare, do check out the links in the description. And show some support because I know that they are going to be adding in updates as well, which is great. It's just fun. It's just fun to learn more about pixel art. I think this is also a great way if you're very new to pixel art. This might be a good way to just kind of get you to view pixel art in a little bit of a different way, and you can kind of see like the makeup of it, of each individual pixel in a way. I love filling in the larger areas, but having the smaller areas does make hunting for some of these pixels feel like a bit of a treasure hunt. But if you guys are interested in Pixquare colors, I definitely recommend checking them out, especially if you're into pixel art or you just want something to play maybe in between drawing, or you want to take a break from your studies. It's just a fun way to pass time, or if you just want to take a break, turn off your brain for a little bit and look at some cute or pretty pixel art. There's also a lot of cool ones, so I don't think I showed this really. So when you go to Discover, in here has like a few different categories. So you have animals. This one's so cute. You have cute, so like more kawaii type of stuff. You have fantasy, which is awesome because you see some like kind of like magical-esque weaponry. Some like potions. We have food. Oh, the drink would be fun to do actually. Human, so you have some character ones. I did download this one because I found it super cute with the clovers. And little things, so like smaller little pixel objects. Mood lifting, nature. I might pick something from here actually. I'm kind of gravitating towards this. This color palette is gorgeous. We have places, the rest. But if you're interested in Pixquare colors, definitely check out the links in the description. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a fan of any type of like small little art game, or if you're a fan of pixel art, or just want something that gives you a little bit more relaxation because maybe you want to stay off of social media for your break instead. Yeah, definitely check out Pixquare color. And I think that's it for today. Also, this is like the artist I was talking about. I always love their pixel art, it's so cool. But I think that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed kind of just watching me try out Pixquare colors. But yeah, I definitely see myself using this like from time to time to take breaks in between drawings, where I feel like it doesn't like overstimulate my brain, if you know what I mean. So yeah, highly recommended. But I'll talk to you guys next time in the next video. Bye!